or over. So that could be 1,000%. And then the cheapest could be going for, I don't know, 1%. So what you want to do then is, if you have enough money to start with, you pretty much have to buy low, buy it at 1% or something like that, something low, something. I'd say something below about the 40% of the market price. That's what I would say. And then you got to sell it, and make sure yours is the cheapest on the auction house. Make sure yours is up there right at the top. You got to You can purchase them all, and then sell them for a reasonable price that everyone's expecting to pay. So yeah, it works. It's good for starter gold as well. What really annoys me though is when you've got an item up there for about 70% of the market price or something like that, and then some annoying piece of shit comes up and puts it on for about 0.5% or some shit like that. 20 silver from, I don't know, from 30 gold or something like that. 40 gold. Yeah, that bugs me. That's annoying. But anyway, while you're leveling, just take up herbing and mining. What do you want to do to get to the auction house quickly? Anyway, this boss here, we wiped a few times. Anyway, what you want to do is go to the market, so you can go to the auction house quickly. You want to make a bank ult. You want to run him to the nearest city. So if you're making a gnome, that's Ironforge. Here you can see that they actually stunned for too long, my party. So they were stunned for a long time, and they couldn't break out of the stun. I don't know if it was the dot on the Elementium Bulwark or something. Anyway, here I'll die soon, so it's a wipe. But anyway, so what you want to do is, also what sells like heaps is meats and eggs and all that meat crap. You got to make sure you've got auctioneer though, so you can see the price, if it's worth keeping. If you have a full inventory, delete your food and water. You don't need food and water. In my opinion, you don't need it. Most classes are hybrid, so they well, I guess if you're playing a hybrid class, you can just heal yourself. If you're not playing a hybrid class like a mage, well, I don't know. I've got my mage at 85, but I don't know about it. Yeah, what am I talking about? I'm fucking out of it today. I'm out of it. So what you want to do is you just want to pick up all the herbs you see, all the ores you see, sell them at the market price. Keep doing it from 1 to 85 all the way. Keep your mining skill up to date. Keep your herbing skill up to date. Keep looting the meats. If you make sure you try your best not to have a full inventory. Keep mailing your stuff to your bank ult. Keep repetitively mailing it, so that you never run out of bag space. It might take a bit longer to level because you're spending all this time on the auction house, but on your bank ult. But it's worth it at 85. You need 25k. That's good. That's nothing to that's nothing to shoot in the fucking face. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Yeah, so with the bank ult, all you have to do, get a level 1. Doesn't matter what it looks like, doesn't matter what class it is. Enter world. Run it from wherever you are. Say you're in Dunmirage, run it all the way to Ironforge. If you're in Northshire, run it all the way to Stormwind. Go to the auction house. Mail all your items that while you're leveling from your main, or from your leveling character, to your bank ult. Your bank ult will manage all your auctions. Go to the auction house, do all that. You'll have... By the time you're 85, your bank ult should have a massive amount of money. And then all you have to do, I'm 85 now, what can I buy? I can get my professions up now. I can just, after mining and herbing, I can just delete them and get a tailoring. Or get a engineering or whatever. So that's why you're leveling. That's 25,000 gold right there. Trust me, you'll make that much. You'll make it. It's easy. I've made about 40,000 gold or something like that on one of my turns, or I've seen people do that. I haven't done it myself. Here, actually, you see that? I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I let the ground slam. See, I charged through him, and it went behind him, and my charge went behind him, and he ended up ground slamming the group. So, ground slam towards the group. So that's not good. As a tank, you've got to make sure that the ground slam is facing you, and you are running out of it. Actually, I think they've nerfed this boss, have they? Because I've realised that the Shatter and the Grand Slam was not doing nearly as much damage as it used to. It used to be one shot. Maybe it's the gear I've got, but I don't know. Um, as I said before, I'm new to tanking and Cataclysm, so when I hit 85, it was a massive challenge going straight into the heroics, but that's a challenge that I loved. Once I've got the gear now, I've just got the average rep, all the rep epics, a few crafted epics, BOE trinket that I bought for about 20k on the auction house. I think it's a Dark Moon Earthquake card, and I've got the Baradin's Warden Exalted trinket as well. But yeah, I think I don't know if it's the gear that I've gotten now that made it's easy, but I'm just looking at my health when I get hit by it, and it's only gone down by about 10% or something. Hopefully they have not nerfed that. I don't want them to nerf any heroics personally. And I've heard rumors about a new heroic coming out, a new heroic dungeon. It's another Abyssal Maw dungeon. I'm pretty sure it's just called the Abyssal Maw. That's what it's called, I think. It looks. I mean, they've said it's like a Oculus type dungeon back in Wrath of Lich King. That was like a dungeon where you'd go on you'd pick a dragon and you start to fly around. You have to like defend the whole dungeon. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's hopefully it starts to drop epics as well. The thing I liked about Wrath of Lich King is the heroics started dropping epics. But they made it so that everything's so easy in Wrath of Lich King. Personally, the raids were even too easy. Like the raids were like, ICC. Let's full clear that. All right, I ended up actually full clearing that on my druid. What's the point of making the last boss so easy? Yogg-Saron was harder than him, than Lich King. Most of the Ulduar bosses, that was a good instance of Ulduar. Most of the Ulduar bosses were harder than Lich King. What's the point of doing that? Like, what is with that? Making the final boss of the expansion easy. Alright, here we just killed him. There was 3 people dead in fact. And I'm just too legend. I could probably solo this shit. I mean, I'm that good, man. Admit it. It's a pretty fucking good video. Oh no, I'm not that good. I haven't even started raiding yet, so I'm pretty shit. I haven't even started raiding. I'm not even gonna do raids. Don't want to. Here I'm just checking my repair bill. I don't know what the fuck I'm going through all my gear for. Yeah. So going on to the next boss. Just waiting on everyone. Hopefully in the new dungeon that they release the Abyssal Maw. Hopefully they put some epics out in that. So to make it a bit more fun. I didn't like how they changed the badge system back in Wrath of Lich King. Like they went from heroism badges, which could get you tier, which wasn't too bad. I guess you can get tier from heroism badges, but that was a bit sus. I guess I'd got to admit. And they went from doing that to going straight for the bloody conquest badges, getting 226 item from 25 man Ulduar. And you can get that gear from heroics. What's the point of that in heroics? I mean, you face roll it. You get all the gear, you get epics, you can raid now. That, in my opinion, is not good by them. That's a bad thing to do. Bad. Anyway, yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat. I'm sick. So, yeah. I've got... The reason why I started making this video is because I thought of like deciding... Okay, I'm gonna make some videos now. I've seen some videos on YouTube. They're looking pretty good, so I'd like to be a part of that. I'd like to make my own video. I'd like to make my own set of videos. Oh yeah. So here we are. Just pulling these things, trying to avoid the Stone Bruiser, the big guy to the right. I think he's gone now, so we just bypass him. Almost to the end of the instance, we one-shot the next boss, so you don't have to watch too much. I know I'm pretty bad. I know I'm pretty boring to listen to. Yeah. So anyway, the heroics back in Wrath of Lich King, they were so easy. They were too easy. I liked the idea of Trial of the Champion. I thought that was a great instance, but it was too easy. That's the problem. The instance was too easy itself. Yeah, it was a bit. You didn't have to know what to do on the fights to actually get the boss down. So if you had no clue on how to kill the boss, you could still easily smash the boss. What's the point of that? Seriously, it was just show up, you get gear. It's not about having the skill level to get the gear. It's about showing up and you immediately get the gear from doing the bosses, and you could do them anyway. You could do them with a group of level 70s. Well, not. I don't think so, but I don't know. Yeah, I did. Breath of the Lich King, in my opinion, was a failure of an expansion. Absolute failure. Apart from Ulduar and Nax, which I found very fun. Well, okay, it's not a failure. Ulduar and Nax were fun. They were both good raids. I didn't like raiding, but they were the good raids that we could do. I didn't like just wasting my time, giving up things in real life to raid. That's why I'm not going to do it again, because it's just, it's wastes too much time. Okay, there we go. The rogue at there just dies. So I'm pretty sure he was a rogue that was using Sunstrike. So yeah. Anyway, just tanking this boss. I just interrupted force grip that last second, right there. Force choke or whatever it's called. So still tanking the boss. I'm cleaving him single targetly because I'm pro. I'm actually a fucking idiot. Okay, anyway. Yep, just pulling these guys. Pretty simple. The thing's starting to get a bit chaotic now. The boss has got to die soon. He's dying, but I dive soon here because actually I'm an idiot and I walk into a rock. See, they're getting sucked in. Ha, suckers. Oh, that didn't die from that. That's weird. Alright, still killing them. Still going. Pull these guys. There! I die. See that? And there's a guy whispering me, an old guildie of mine. Hello? How's it going, man? How's it going? Oh, kill the priest. Yeah. I kicked him from the guild, and he's still whispering me, wanting to, I don't know, chat about stuff. I don't know. Mandriffin, or what the fuck is he talking about? Okay, here we go. He's asking me what to use. A green dagger with shit spell power, and an offhand with fire resistance on it to a really pretty damn good staff that I used back in BC. I'm a mage that I just bought for about 100 gold. It's called the Bringer of Death. I remember using that. So I said, get that. He's level 70 now. It's taken him about, I don't know, 6 months to get from level 60 to 70. He's alright though. He's a top bloke. I had to kick him for some reasons. He was talking about masturbating in guild chat, and people just started whispering me, complaining. So I said, alright, time to go. Kicked him. Anyway, look at this. Inspect. Sunstrike. Didn't work. I want to do it again. Sunstrike. Nah, gone. Sunstrike. Ha, he had Sunstrike. He's shit. Anyway, that's it. See you all.